Hello and welcome everyone, this is Lion and I welcome you all back to Gothic 3. It's been a long time and I'm very pleased to be back. The main reason I haven't recorded in a while is because for whatever reason, I still don't know, things happen. This is an old game, my game save got corrupted, I needed to play the game again and I played the game pretty much exactly the way I did from the video series. So if you're using this video series as more of like a guide to help you through the game and you were trying to do things similar to what I did, don't worry about it. I did the exact same thing. I didn't liberate Myrtana or Trelis yet. Obviously I played the game pretty much as close as I could to how I played it before. My money, actually, if you look at it from the other series, is pretty much identical. I think they're both 78,000. I think my strength is a little bit higher. That's because I think I clicked the teach strength when I was going to trainers. I think I clicked it a little bit too many times, and it's a little bit higher than it was. But again, strength values of like 10 to 20 are usually never that beneficial, so it's not going to affect anything that much. Another thing you're also going to notice that I did is I actually installed the community patch, the newest version of that. And what that did is, I don't know if you can tell, but it increased the graphics a little bit. It put it more closer to the level of graphics, I would say, from Gothic 3 Forsaken Gods. Like, I guess there's not huge differences, but there are minor differences, at least that I can tell. And what you're going to see, I don't know soon or whether it's going to be later on down the road, you're going to see that there's actually, like, for example, the Paladin armor that you'll see that Paladins wear, it's actually been changed a little bit. The color schematic change and the Paladin armor looks actually different. And it looks a lot like the armor from Forsaken Gods. And I actually like that a lot. I found that the armor from Forsaken Gods was actually much nicer, of course, in my opinion, because I just like the color schematic better. But again, it's not going to change the stats, it's not going to change anything else. So it also fixes patches, or I was saying patches, it also fixes bugs. You know, the bugs that were, because this game obviously was developed by a very low budget studio and it had a lot of bugs, and this community patch really fixes all that and it makes it a very, very fun game, of course, in my opinion. So let's continue along. Let's look at our quests. You know, nothing really much has changed. We were doing the Ranger's quest. So in order to finish this quest, we already talked to the warriors. We killed the saber-tooths in that cave. So what we're going to do is we're going to head, this is the northwestern direction. So we pretty much will keep heading in this direction. There's a path here. This is actually on the way to Geldern, so if you, so if you're confused with the direction to go, just head toward Geldern. There's going to be a bridge as you're crossing the river. There's also another path here that's going to be important when we go to Namora, but right now it's not important. There's snappers over there. Get rid of those. What I also found about the community patch is that they updated the combat a little bit. I remember in the old, at least I guess you could say vanilla Gothic 3, there was a very big disadvantage, in my opinion, to blocking. Just because blocking, you would get your shield hit once, and then like you'd stagger, and then they'd be able to hit you. So they updated that. Now you can take a couple of blows before you start to stagger with your shield, which is definitely a big upgrade to shield sword and board combat. So here's the camp, the ranger camp, as you can see. So remember, we have to look for the druid. The druid is, of course, in the hut. Let's talk to him.
You're too loud. You're scaring off all the game. I am Torn, druid and warrior of Adnos, and you are different from the others.
Where do you think you know me from?
You are restless, Decider. Without a country. I know that. You are like me. If you are in one place too long, you no longer feel alive.
You are a warrior of Adnos?
See what the beasts of Beliar have done in their avarice? There are very few humans who can live free and without fear. I am the terror that will fall upon the orcs if they dare to attack the woods.
The orcs believe that you destroyed a farm near Trelis.
And they're damn right. I did. Humans like those farmers who work for the orcs only make things worse for everyone. I can't stand by and watch while humans let themselves be enslaved just to extend their miserable existence. Better dead than a lackey of that brood of Beliar. I won't rest until the seed of evil has vanished from our woods.
Okay, so I don't fully agree with his opinion, because I find that, you know, again, when it comes to this situation, you know, the farmers were enslaved. They really have nowhere else to go, so they don't really have a choice in the matter. However, I don't want to help the orcs, so I'm not going to kill them or anything.
Teach me to fight like a druid.
I know who you are, Decider, and so I also know that your path is not determined by the gods. How do I know that you won't use the power of the druid stones against us druids?
Tell me about the druid stones.
They are the sacred stones of Adnos, the source of our being. They are 6 in number, 6 like the number of their masters. In each of them lives the power of an animal. My stone is the stone of the Snapper.
Put me to the test.
Go to Geldern and convince the humans there to fight at your side against the orcs. Then I will teach you druid magic, Decider. Okay,
so that's going to be something we're going to definitely do down the road as we go to Geldern. So we pretty much have to liberate Geldern. That's pretty much what the quest is. So let's go back. I'm not actually going to jump off there. That might kill us. Okay. Okay.
Torn the druid raised this farm and killed all the peasants.
That swine. I thought as much. Good work. Here's some gold for you. I hope you killed Torn for this.
No.
Too bad. Then I will have to see to it myself.
Have you got a message for Thoris?
Tell him not to expect anything from this farm anymore. It's a goner.
Okay, so we've pretty much finished that. We have to go report back to Thoris, and then I think we're going to head over to the temple for definitely the next part of this quest line. The Temple of Trelis is relatively important for the Trelis quest line.
The farm to the west has been devastated. No one is left alive there.
I knew it. I can only hope that this is an isolated incident. Otherwise, we'll be dependent on the caravans, and that will be expensive for Trelis. Here is your pay. I'm sure you have something else to do.
So with that, we now have all these quests have something to do. Well, we can't do the Paladin quest. This is going to be definitely a very, very late game quest for when we go to Nordmar. However, every other quest can be pretty much accomplished at the temple. So in case nobody knows where the temple is, you just go to the map. Do you see this, like, I guess you can see gray area where my cursor is? That's pretty much where the temple is. It's more or less southeast of where Trelis is. So if you go in the southeastern direction, actually, I swear we can just follow the path. Is there a path? Not really. These Ripper beasts. I guess we can kill them. Try not to get... Oh, I got hit, of course. Christ, they actually pack a punch. I'm thinking my absence, my combat skills got a little rusty. Oh no. Oh, see, that's also a new thing. Whenever you're really low on health, definitely make sure to let you know. Christ, though, I can't sprint because my endurance is crippled. I think the only thing I can do is lure him over to Thoris. Maybe he can give me a hand. Oh, good. Beast ran away. Let's, actually, I don't think I'm gonna cure myself just yet, because if I get hit again, that's gonna be a waste of a potion. Okay, he's by himself, so I probably can kill him. Good. There we go. Let's loot him. Let's take that potion. The good thing is the disease potion is rather common. I think there was only 3. No, I don't see any others. Oh, yeah, I think there was 3. Let's continue along. Okay. So here we are. This is the Temple of Trelis. One of the first things we need to do is we actually need to locate... we could locate Ben's shovel. We could. But I think that's actually in the temple slightly. So we have to look around. What quest can we do first? His old sword. So if I remember correctly, his old sword is right here. Now, this is more of a visual thing. This is not what his weapon actually looks like. However, it is what we need to find. Okay, here we go. Alright, so that's the first thing we need to do. Now we need to look for, I think, we need to talk to Tempek. I think Tempek's the leader of this party. Here we are.
You'd better not get too close to the temple, Mora.
How are the excavations going?
Not good at all. I'm supposed to collect artifacts and other relics here, but I don't know where I should get them. There's nothing more to be had out here. And 20 snappers couldn't drag me back into the temple.
What's wrong with the temple?
It's swarming with undead, Mora. You'd better not mess around with those disgusting beings.
Have you ever been in the temple?
I most certainly have. My group here used to be twice as big. But then suddenly, all these skeletons came out of the ground and attacked us. What you see here is the battered remains of my people. The others were lost in the temple.
Are there any survivors in the temple?
I don't know. Someone will have to look. But I won't do it. That much is certain.
I get the picture.
Okay, so pretty much he's too much of a bitch to look at, to look for his people trapped in the temple. Alright.
Thoris expects the excavations here to start producing again.
Oh, does he now? The bastard isn't even here. He doesn't have to deal with this stupid temple.
Milok is looking for his old sword.
Don't bother me with that old story, Mora. It could be that I brought it here with me, but I don't really remember. I don't have time for that sort of nonsense.
Okay, so pretty much we already found it, so we don't have to get bothered by it. These chests are not really worth looting right now. Okay, so we're going to encounter a new enemy we've never seen before. Temple Guardian, I'm pretty sure it's called. And he's right there. It looks like some mutant scorpion humanoid hybrid. Definitely not an easy fight. But we definitely have the skeletons coming out after us. I think we're better off taking out the skeletons first before we're going to fight him. Oh, I ran right into them so bad. Okay, one down. Here we go. Okay. Oh, crap, he's coming after us. Okay. Oh, the poison. Okay, it's pretty much a, now, poison we have to cure quickly because we can die from that very, very easily. Okay, that's a Temple Guardian taken care of. Metal chest. Oh, here we are. Here's a zombie. It's, what the? I didn't even make contact. Yeah, see, blocking is a lot better in this game. Oh my god. Gotta get used to the combat again. My fighting skills have definitely gone down. Man. I swear that hit him a little low. With the clutch, let's take another potion. Let's get back into it. Metal chest right here.
Broken.
Broken lockpick.
Broken.
Another broken lockpick.
Broken.
Jeez, how many lockpicks gonna break? Okay. Heal another. I don't know. I don't think I really need a partner for this part, but I guess if you like the extra protection or the company, you can bring a partner with you. You can. They pretty much don't have a duration of how long they can stay with you, so there's really no limit to it. So we're at the bottom. See, there's the survivor we were looking for. Old chest. So here is one of those chests that we talked about before. This is the magic variant of the heavy chest series. Fire protection, life energy, golden ring, no real statistical value. So wait, what am I even wearing? So I'm wearing this. Energy, ice, fire. All right. Protection, missiles. Okay, pretty much standard. Old goblet.
May Beliar protect you, Mora. I almost took you for one of those disgusting undead. I thought I would be left to rot here forever.
Can you walk?
You're about to see if I can. Come on, let's get out of here.
Tempek has given up the search for survivors in the temple.
That's just like him. His fear far outweighs his honor. I never found out how he managed to become an overseer. He would be better off herding sheep, the coward.
Wow, 2 old chests. That's pretty good.
Thank you for your help, Mora. I would never have found the courage to face the undead by myself. Take these potions as a token of my gratitude.
Okay, so with that quest, we now have the 75+ reputation that we need to get into the temple of, or not the temple, the main castle of Trelis. We can speak to the leader. We're gonna talk to Tempek.
I found a survivor in the temple. Kamek the shaman.
Thank Beliar. Kamek's death would have been a great loss for the Orcish people. Thanks for the good news, Mora.
What should I tell Thoris now?
Tell him I'm breaking my back here. The Mora will have his delivery soon.
Okay, let's pretty much take these bundles of weapons. As always, bundles of weapons are always good to have. Now, oh, actually, I almost forgot about the shovel. The shovel, I believe, is around in one of these piles. Oh, here we are. This shovel right here. This has been shovel. And now we are going to go back to the castle. I believe we did everything. Yep. Let's make it easy on ourselves. Let's take teleporter stone.
The excavations at the Eastern Temple are on track again.
It's about time. Not much longer and I would have gotten in trouble from above. Here is your pay, bastard.
How friendly. Alright. So, with that, we're going to return the old sword, and then we can talk to the Vac, who is the leader of this establishment.
Don't cause any more trouble here.
I found your old sword.
Really? Show me. Indeed. This is it. Where did you find it?
At the excavations in the Eastern Temple.
I knew it. Tempek did pocket it. Dog. Thanks, Mora. For that, you'll get something from me.
It is your honor.
He can teach you a smith if you want to pay him. But I already have a smith who can teach me, so it's fine. But pretty much everybody who I've met does not like Tempek. Or whatever, it's not really our problem.
It is your honor.
Stop! Not one step further!
Let me in.
All right, but behave yourself.
Okay, so we can go in. We already know who's building it. We don't even need to ask that question. So pretty much, here's the boss right here. Back.
Why are you disturbing my council of war? Speak!
Council of War? The war is over.
Little smartass. You humans have been subdued. No serious threat can be expected from you anymore. Nevertheless, I must attend to the balance of power in this part of the country. Drink instead of talking.
Who could challenge the power of the orcs?
I said nothing of challenge. I said balance of power. The Hashishin are our allies. They let us conduct excavations in their desert. Furthermore, they grant us unobstructed access to their desert and their cities. For that, we pay them a heap of gold. But despite their friendship, someone has to make sure they don't get too strong. And that is my task.
You're preparing for a war with the Hashishin?
We are on the edge of the desert here. If the Hashishin send a sizable army into the Midlands, I will get warning from here first. If this castle falls, nothing will stop the Hashishin from entering the Midlands. I want to prevent that.
Tell me more about your alliance with the Hashishin.
The Hashishin were very helpful in the war against the Moras. They took care of that part of the world which we orcs rarely visit, the desert. Furthermore, we pray to the same god, Beliar. It was a strategic decision to make an alliance with them.
What about the rebels?
Yes, right. They still exist too. And you say the war is over. Bah! The rebels raid the farms, blockade the pass to the desert, and rob us whenever they can. They're said to have a major camp up in the west. They call it Nemora. I would love to eradicate Nemora, but I have other worries at the moment. As you know, I would richly reward anyone who manages to smash that camp to bits. If I can afford it, of course.
I just love how he goes back on that.
How are the excavations going?
We're digging like lunatics all over the world to find the divine artifacts. So far, our efforts haven't borne as much fruit as we hoped. Only Beliar knows if the amulet from the temple in the east really is a divine artifact.
I want your divine artifact.
Why should I give it to you?
It's of no value to you.
Nonsense. I have other problems, Mora. I still don't have enough gold to keep our part of the agreement with the Hashishin. That cutthroat of a Hashishi, Kabir, has been waiting for an answer from me for days. What do you think will happen if he doesn't get his accursed gold soon?
I will bring you the gold for the Hashishin.
You want to bring me all the gold? Are you serious? We're talking about 50,000 gold coins.
Phew, that's not pocket change.
I know that, you moron. But all right. If you actually manage to succeed, then we can talk about the artifact again.
I'll see what I can do.
We have to crack down there.
Where should I get the gold for the Hashishin?
The best way is to visit the farmers in the area and demand the rent. Go to the adjacent temple and have them give you everything they've discovered there. You'll have to get the rest of the gold somewhere else. I don't care how you do it, just do it fast.
I see.
Okay, so we do have the 50,000 gold coins. What we might do later on Ooh, I'll talk about that chest in a second. What we might do is we might just give him the 50,000 gold coins, and then when we liberate this, he'll just take it right back. Not really, I just don't want to give them to him right now because I don't know if we're going to liberate the city first or buy the armor first. I'm not really 100% sure what we're going to do. So. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. So this, I have talked about every single unique type of chest in the game except for this one. So as I said before, there's heavy and there's the old chests. These chests are a series of chests. There's only a certain amount of them in the game, and as you open each one in succession, you will get better and better equipment. So the first one you open, I think we got a Heshishon knife when we opened the first heavy chest. A Heshishon knife is not that good. You know, the sword we already had just by starting the game was better. However, one of the things that does happen is as you open more and more chests, you get better and better loot. So by the time you open like chest number 30, you're gonna have pretty good stuff in the chest that you open. The next, so those are the heavy and the old chests. The third type is the large chest. The large chest out of all 4 types is probably the most useless in my opinion because it doesn't drop anything that's particularly nice. So with this type of chest, it is the only type of chest that demands you to have the impossible lock skill. So as you can see, if you look at the skills that I have normal normal lock picking, difficult lock picking, which I do highly recommend you get, and then impossible locks. See, now impossible locks are not, in my opinion, mandatory. You can get it if you want, but I still find it to be a waste of learning points because remember, if you want to be able to get this, you need thieving skill. How do you get thieving skill? You have to use learning points to learn it, and of course money. Then you need to learn the skill itself, which also costs learning points and money. And in my opinion, not worth it. I would need to spend, I have almost 40. I would need to get another 22 thieving skill just to be able to learn this. So I think overall, definitely not a worthwhile buy. You have scrolls, such as this one. I have 6 scrolls. That's 6 large chests I can open, which I definitely have no use for that skill. The fourth unique style of chest is called the solid metal chest, the one we're looking at right now. Solid metal chests are unique because because they are not the same as a normal metal chest. A normal metal chest is something that requires lockpicking, but the rewards you can get for them are randomly determined. All other metal chests are randomly determined as well, but the rewards you can get from the solid metal chest are actually of higher quality. It has the potential to drop really good stuff. Mainly the one I want, which is the blank of pure magic ore, which is one of the rarest drops that come from it. And if we were to get one of them, we can craft one of the come to think about it, it actually is the strongest one-handed weapon you can get in the game without cheating. It's called the Sword of the Ancestors. And because I want to dual wield in this game, I will need 2. Because, as usual, I do not like, when I dual wield, I don't like the aesthetic to mess up. So, because, you know, my OCD, I guess, part of me has a knack for desiring symmetry. So, I want my my left sword to be the same as my right. So, I will need to craft 2. There is 1 guaranteed blank in the game you get from a quest that happens in the Nordmar section of the game. However, again, that's 1. We need 2. So, remember how I said before about the Paladin armor? Go to any previous video where we talked to Paladins like Javier or Roland, and I want you to look at this armor now. You'll notice it is black, accented with gold, and you can't see because it's a little bit dark, but let's say I bring up this torch right here. Do you see how he has kind of like red cloth that outlines it? This red cloth accented underneath the armor creates the look that I really like. I find, for me personally, my favorite triple chromatic combination is gold, black, and red. I just like the way it looks, and that's why I prefer this aesthetic of armor over the original, which is more of like more just steel colored, and depending on certain paladins, they'll either have like bandages on their armor because it's destroyed, but the one you buy is in perfect condition. It has a little bit of blue on it, but I just like this aesthetic better. So that's how the community patch changes the look of the paladin armor. Okay, so let's go, and we have to get the money for the 50,000 gold coins part, so we can just run around and we can go to the farms and demand the rent. So let's see what we can get. That farm over there is obviously not going to give us any money, but there are other farms around that we can go. Oh, we also need to go to the temple one more time so we can get the money from there. Let's just follow this path. I'm pretty sure there's a farm that comes along this path. Okay, I guess I was wrong. So let's just go to the camp or the farm where we found Avogadro. There's a chest right here. Metal chest. If we can sneak this in quickly. Good. We just got discovered, but we made it in time. Oh man. I don't think we can get up this. This is a big pain in the ass. Okay. Oh shit. There we go. What I actually did find recently, I actually found a clever trick that I'm actually surprised that for playing this game this long I did not know. But right-clicking on a fallen enemy will instantly loot them. It's a quick loot. I'm surprised I didn't find that out until now. So we need to talk to...
Man,
Is Josh?
what do you want?
No, it's not him.
What is it?
You should go now.
I don't want any trouble.
Actually, come to think about it, it's not gonna work because I already got the money from them. Ah, crap. I don't remember the other... Where are the other farms? Okay, so there must be... I'm pretty sure there's there is one more farm I know of. Because there's a guy who wants to go to Namora from there. I think that's it right over there. There's a guy who wants to go to Namora on one of these farms. And I agree to take him there. And I think that farm is right here. I think this is the farm we need to go to.
I just can't go on.
Hey, stranger. Did you hear anything about the rebels in Namora?
What do you want from the rebels?
Some of them were here a few days ago. I would have loved to go with them. I'm tired of working on the farm here. Living in freedom is better than being a slave to the orcs.
What do you know about Namora?
Namora is a rebel camp to the west. Those guys up there are really well organized.
Do you know where Namora is?
Well, I've been there before. I observed them for days, but I never found the courage to show myself. I wish I had now. I wouldn't try again to go there by myself.
Okay. So I could go to Namora with this guy. I will do it, but I will do a little bit later. I just want to get the money from these guys first.
What are you doing on my farm? If you've come to collect the rent, forget it. The rebels came and pillaged everything. There's nothing left to take here.
Rebels attacking harmless citizens?
Those layabouts are only hiding in the woods so they won't have to do any decent work.
How are you gonna pay your tribute to the orcs if you have nothing left?
Right now, the orcs have other things to worry about. The orcs won't be around here much longer if you ask me. Soon the Hashishin will take over everything, and then the deck will be reshuffled.
The Hashishin want to take over the Midlands?
Oh, what do I know?
At any rate, I've been seeing more Hashishin here than orcs over the last few weeks. The Verant Desert begins not far from here, to the south. Go see the magnificent buildings they've erected there for yourself. I refuse to believe the orcs are letting them do that out of the goodness of their hearts. The orcs are scared of them, that's what I think.
You don't really seem to mind the orcs hanging around.
I don't care who I work for, king or orcs. It makes no difference. Somebody or other is always ruler of the Midlands.
What about your rent, then?
I already told you that the rebels attacked me.
Nonsense. Rebels will attack orcs or orc mercenaries, but never farmers.
If you say so. 2 days ago, 3 rebels came to my farm from the west. Their leader was called Hengli, or something like that. He and his men turned my entire farm upside down and took whatever they could find.
Where did Hengli go with your gold?
They headed back to the west, where they came from.
Okay, so that's actually something we're going to do later when we get to Namora. So they have no money to give us. Let's go back to the temple. That's actually a place we're going to go to next. Okay, where's Tempek?
You'll have to move along.
Okay. I'm pretty sure we just gather everything we can here. We already did that. Alright. That's pretty much what we've done. There's not really much to do here. We already looted everything, so we already did the job we were supposed to. Yeah. We have to go up here next. This is an area behind the temple. And there's going to be certain quests we have to do here for a certain bunch of hiding rebels. Just gotta do some exploring. Here they are.
Man. Not one step further.
What?
Keep calm, kid. I won't hurt you.
You haven't come to make trouble, have you?
Shut up. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead now.
All right. Then forget I said anything.
Never mind. Tell me what's going on up here.
This is a rebel camp. I am a rebel, and fight for the king.
Aha. And? Killed any orcs?
I haven't been in any battles yet, but I'm looking forward to taking out my first orc.
You couldn't even kill a meat bug.
I've already practiced a lot with my sword. Bring on the orcs.
Yeah. What do you do here all day long?
I make sure no one sneaks into the camp.
Doing a great job, obviously.
It's not that easy, you know. Especially not with all the beasts in the area. But what scares me the most is the undead in the cave over there. I don't want to know what they do to someone they got their hands on.
Oh, I could tell you a thing or two about that. I could clean out the undead cave for you.
You'd really have the guts to go into a cave full of undead?
It wouldn't be the first time.
If you manage that, I'll give you 300 gold coins, all right?
I'll think about it.
Okay, so that's the quest we're gonna do with the undead. Run in here. There's a metal chest.
What is it?
Damn. What's wrong?
There you are. Finally. I thought you wouldn't be coming back.
Have we met?
You're not the messenger from Namora? Damn. I have to know if Namora still stands.
What are you doing in this cave?
We were overrun by the orcs when we tried to secure the Temple of Trelis. They're obsessed with searching for divine artifacts. They came with about 30 warriors. All we could do was flee here.
What is so important about the temple?
Every artifact that the orcs recover can be used against us. The excavations at the temple must be stopped. Someone has to prevent the orcs in and around the Temple of Trelis from digging.
You mean kill them?
How else? They don't understand any other language.
What do you know about the divine artifacts?
The orcs have taken everything they could recover from the temple to Trelis. If one of those rare artifacts was indeed in the temple, then it's bound to be in Trelis now.
I see. So far, I've heard nothing about Namora being destroyed.
Then you'll have to tell their leader that we're pinned down here. Namora needs to send reinforcements, quickly.
What's the name of the leader in Namora again?
You don't know. It seems to me you don't even know where Namora is.
Of course I know where Namora is.
Then hurry and get reinforcements.
Okay, so that's gonna follow a quest line we do later. We have to figure out the leader of Namora. Okay.
Man, don't mind your own business.
What do you want?
Okay, so let's do that quest with the undead. We head up here. Okay. Okay, for some reason. Okay. That actually bothers me a little bit. Because they have these almost like invulnerability stages that I can't hit them in.
The beasts just don't look. Well done.
Okay. So now, when it comes to combat, I need to be a little bit smarter. I need to be able to identify those invulnerability frames. Yeah, those invulnerability frames get super annoying. Does bone burn? Oh well. Got it. Good. Heavy chest. Good. We get in this one. The mercenary crossbow. I think this is actually the crossbow I had in the last video. Metal chest here. Actually equip that, shall we? I believe that's everything. I'm actually gonna walk up here a little bit more. Is there anything that I missed? There's snappers over there. So hold on a second. The path. Oh, I guess we were super close this all along. Oh, fine.
The cave over there is an old cemetery. The skeletons that were there are nothing but dust now.
That's reassuring. It's worth 300 gold coins to me.
Fine.
Okay, so with that,
what do you
we
want?
need to. Okay. So those two are not going to be done right now. Here, Nomura. Alright, so I think I'm going to conclude this video here. So we did the remaining quest that we had at the start. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to give Ben his shovel back. I'm going to liberate the Temple of Trelis, because the Temple of Trelis is nice because if we kill all of them there, the people at the normal city are not going to know about it because they're kind of too far away. So I'll do that. And then, of course, I'm going to make my way over to Nomura for the next part of this playthrough. So, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I am back to playing. I'm going to try to upload because I don't have school for the next couple weeks. I'm going to try to upload more often. And I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm pleased to be back. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Have a great day.